Peter, when he writes, is a very practical person. He's just spoken in 2 Peter 3 verses 8 to 10 about the second coming. And he immediately then talks about what does this mean. In verse 11 of 2 Peter chapter 3 we read, "Since all these things are to be dissolved in this way, what sort of persons ought you to be in leading lives of holiness and godliness, waiting for and hastening the coming of the day of God?" Does it make a difference if you believe that Jesus is going to come again? Well, let me share my own experience. I was studying mathematics at a university in New Zealand, and I realised that the second coming was real, that Jesus was going to come back and return to this earth. And at that moment I realised this was the most important message that I knew about and that I should tell others. I traced the time that I chose to become a pastor and then a Bible scholar to that moment. Those who really expect Jesus to return know that there is a God that is going to bring them into recompense and that their lives should be in conformity with His will. That's not a boring existence. Jesus says love is the key to obeying His law. And Peter says that over and over again. So how do we hasten the coming of the Lord? Well, Peter says we need to live our lives in the light of the fact that Jesus is going to come. And this will mean that our lives will be transformed by the love of Jesus and the love that Christians have for one another. It's a life of fulfillment.